It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Boone Pickens Stadium, Stillwater, Oklahoma, and home to the Cowboys of Oklahoma State. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on another team from the Big 12, the Oklahoma State Cowboys. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Cowboys will get us started with the opening kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. So Texas A&M's offense takes the field. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Making side adjustments here. Back to pass, it's Reed. Fires to the big fella. At the 45 on his way. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Wants to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Lacy. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. An ill-advised play by that defender as he makes contact with the quarterback well after the throw, and it'll cost his defense. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And that's what you're trying to do, not just in this game, but for the season. You're just trying to set the tone defensively, and they do that getting the sack. They feel good about their front 7 and all the athletes they have. It'll be fun to watch this unit for the rest of this game and see how they do in one-on-one situations.
It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So
fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. And they have the first points of the game.
I mean, what a great way to start this game. Getting the football in the end zone, getting it to your big play wide receiver. Nice job by this offense.
Yeah, David, it just seems like this offense came out with a sense of urgency, right? They're playing with great energy, and it seemed like everything they dialed up on that drive worked perfectly. Really nice rhythm, really nice flow, and they cap it off with a touchdown pass.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Hand off from the shotgun. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. And if that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. To the air, it's Reed. Makes the grab. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Quarterback may change this route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed behind the line, it's Bussey. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So that penalty is going to cost them the 1st down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing as a wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Pulls it in, it's Johnson. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the 1st time. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. They went 3 and out on their 1st possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
So now it's 2nd and long. To the ground with the back. Runs through the tackle. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Man, I just love physical backs that break tackles and get those extra yards and show that toughness, Paul.
He's so hard to get on the ground, David. He plays with great pad level and also has phenomenal balance for a running back.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, that D-tackle has an explosive 1st step. He shot right out of his stance. He was in the backfield, and he was able to make the tackle for loss.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. On target to the left. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a 1st down. And the Cowboys are moving quickly down the field. Leaves it with the back. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Pocket breaking down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football.
He'll take a shot. Oh, he had it The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
We talked to the coaches coming into this one. They know field position was going to be a huge factor for them winning this one. They had a really nice punt earlier in this game. Great job getting down and covering it. Won't surprise me if they decide to play it safe again here on fourth.
Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Off the play fake on first down. Unloads to the right. Quick completion on the out route. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The give to the tailback. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Might be changing the route. Scanning the field, it's Reed. Looking to the big tight end. Catch in the middle, it's Carter. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
The Aggies will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Breaks into the open. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Texas A&M going up tempo. Running the ball's in the Aggies' DNA. I mean, that dates back to the Junction Boys.
It's the physicality. They find those guys up front that can make holes, and I think that's when you see the great A&M teams. Really good offensive line paving the way for those backs and those great teams they've had.
And nowhere to go this time, and he couldn't follow up the big run with another. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Bussey. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Zings it complete to the right. They get him on the ground, but that'll be enough to give Texas A&M a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking downfield on 1st down. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Utah delivered a masterpiece performance today and gave notice to the rest of college football. This is a team that can win anywhere, any way against just about any opponent. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver comes in motion. Keeps it on the bootleg. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
He's got him. He stopped right at the 22, and that'll bring us to fourth down. So, Jesse, they're able to connect on the crossing route against the zone. You run that pattern against that coverage. What do you have to keep in mind?
Well, the receiver needs to know where the soft spot is in the defense so he can gear himself down. And the quarterback, Reese, has to play with great timing. Because if he's too early or too late on the throw, that might get picked.
The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Back to throw, it's Reed. Safe completion on the screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The screen always seems so easy until you find all of that traffic right in front, Jesse.
Yeah, and we see so many screens in college football these days. The ball getting spit out quickly. I think more and more defenses, Reese, today are just expecting it. They're practicing against it all week leading up to games. You can tell this defense well-versed right now on how to stop these types of plays.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Makes the catch. It's Lacey. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
All right, nice job by the QB. It's third down. It's money down. I'm looking to throw the ball down the field. What's open? My running back. Find him, hit him, let him do the rest. Good job.
Got his man on the right. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give him a first down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
They just keep firing. Fires to the middle. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Backed up now. Here's second and long. He wants to change this route. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Throws to the tight end. Snagged in the middle, it's Carter. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
They'll run it on first and goal. Touchdown, Aggies! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Caught over the middle. It's Boyd. Just has a knack for hitting that move on time. He's out to the 33.
That guy might not be the tallest wide receiver in the world, but he sure is quick coming out of his break, and he shows you on that slant throw.
From the gun, the running back has it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Cowboys come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Tight end now in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the tight end. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. And the Cowboys are in the hurry up. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Ford. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Looking to throw on 1st down. Still looking on the move. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Sends it back in motion. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a 1st down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a 1st down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Got his man to the left. Open spaces. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Aggies. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the 2nd half?
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? The give on the inside. Makes a man miss. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, fellas, looks like you've had a very enjoyable day there today in Stillwater. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He'll get rid of it. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit. Fires
to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. Here's a heat. He's going to run it. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
And you can tell that young man is comfortable in the pocket, feeling good. You know, last play, nice job setting his feet, making a good throw, getting a completion. Now, didn't like what he sees. What does he have? He has the ability to take off and scramble and make some yards. So this QB's really feeling comfortable.
Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. The Cowboys come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Caught close to the marker. It's Lloyd. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28. And the Cowboys are on the move. Using his legs, it's Hansen. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Oh, he got loose. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma State.
And he finds the end zone again. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point cuts the lead to 28-10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. UAB is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by just 1 over the Groupers. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Use the play fake, now to throw. He tries to take the top off. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Throws for the tight end. Complete to the right. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping two hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys, they're 6'5", 6'6", they've got long arms. They're trying to rip and tug away and get that ball out of your hands. A QB will learn from this play. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals.
Off the play fake. He hurls one deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Lets it fly deep downfield. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. What a disappointment. No good. Couldn't find a way to draw closer. Still an 18-point hole. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play. a break to check him out. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. The last time they had it, they weren't secure with the football and put it on the ground, David.
Yeah, and I think sometimes that will cause for you to be a little bit conservative, but keep doing you. Put that behind. It's one mistake, Jesse, move on.
I've always been a fan of getting that guy who fumbled it, the ball back early. You got to let that guy turn the page. They need him to make plays if they're going to win this game.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking for a crease to the left. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Got it in stride inside the 20. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. You just can't hit the quarterback like that. That is a dumb play, and the defender got caught red-handed. And guys, bringing the heat is what any defense is about, but you have to stop short of making that official reach for his flag. They want to throw it. Get it out on the screen. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Touchdown, Aggies. And the punishment has been extended.
After that amazing performance in week 1, this offense wasn't content. They felt like they left some plays out on the field, even though they were able to get that win. I feel like they've taken another step. They've raised their intensity level. They've raised their execution. This team is going to be a contender this year. You can just feel it.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
To the air on 2nd down. Bring in the heat. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
They'll go to the ground. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. The Cowboys will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. And the returner goes down. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. They'll run it. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Throws toward the end zone. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds his man in the middle. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Takes the handoff. It's Bussey. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. Texas A&M going quickly.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Wants to fire on second down. Caught near the sticks. It's Bussey. Looks as if Texas A&M will have enough for the first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. There he goes. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. A&M comes back out with another first down.
Check. Black 29 bundle. Black 14.
To the ground. He's got it again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Red pass, it's complete. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they've put points on the board.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Power football with the run. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4. And the Cowboys really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Takes it from the gun on third down. Fires complete on the crosser. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Gets rid of it. And his throw is incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. It's hard to say just let that thing hit the ground. Your instincts take over, but he would have been better off to let it fall.
No, you're right. Your inclination is to go catch it when the ball's in the air. But nice job. You're not going to get to the quarterback. You're not going to sack him. What do? Get your hands in the air, try to disrupt the throwing lane, and get a tip.
And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Going for it all. And that one's way too far for everybody.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. And he's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
Finds his man. It's Johnson. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Aggies! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
2nd down coming up. Wants to go up top. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hansen. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon. And
turning it on. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
The Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Not this time. After finding running room on the previous play, nowhere to go this time around as the defense rises up. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
They bring him down at the 45-yard line, and this defense rises up on 3rd down. And the Cowboys will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The offense changing the play. To the air, it's Reed. Slings it. Working that left side. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Wants to go up top on first down. Gets away. Still on his feet. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back. Nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Riley. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield, it's Hart. Rushes on him. And this will be incomplete as the game comes to a close. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Yeah, great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you wanted to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer,